Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and service company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. Tease me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. Yes, it does come with a Picatinny rail adapter, so you can mount it to a standard AR-15, like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Dodge rushing to make the gas version of the Charger because, yeah, no one wants the electric version. Strike that, maybe 18 people want it. Maybe. Now, this comes to us thanks to Caleb, who's a writer at The Drive, in which they say, quote, Dodge fast-tracking the ICE Charger production because it's what the people want, report. The Charger Daytona EV is still planned to launch before the year's end. But the Hurricane i6 powered 6-pack models apparently won't be far behind, which, Now, there are some instances, and we'll pull up the actual Charger, you can see it there, which, looks okay, but at the end of the day, people are buying a Dodge product because, well, it's supposed to have a Hemi and a good old V8 and a stick shift, like all awesome cars should be, like all true men desire. If you don't understand that reference, my heart might die a little bit inside. But in all seriousness, this is what every automotive enthusiast, any journalist with a modicum of intelligence, has been saying for months, if not years, when Dodge said, oh yeah, we're going to go all in on the EV. Of all the companies where, again, I respect them previously because the CEO was very passionate about the driving experience. He knew his customers. They wanted large, they wanted big old heavy V8s. And they gave it to us. They even had a Hellfant engine that had 1,000 horsepower. That's awesome. And then they said, oh yeah, we're going to go EVs because the government's forced them, and Stellantis is going EVs, which is the parent company. And yeah, they came out with this abomination where I suppose it's cute. There's a pun. The Charger will be able to charge itself with a extension cord. But yeah, they're going to have some, they patented some fancy speaker systems so they'll sound like a Hemi, which just makes you want to buy the real product of the previous generation, which came with a real Hemi engine. And they said, oh yeah, we're going to have a straight six, which, again, if you're not familiar with, they're not automotive enthusiasts, the common configuration for, well, enthusiasts, big old American horsepower muscle car were a V8, where you have 4 cylinders in a V configuration. Now, a straight six, as the name would imply, is 6 cylinders in a straight line. Exceptional if you're a BMW with a stick shift and a fun track experience, but for a Dodge, does anyone really want a straight six for a Dodge Charger? It's better than an EV, but that bar is quite low. Now, diving more into the article, they say, quote, the Dodge Charger is in transition right now. Gone are the V8 powered brutes we've known, and coming soon are the Dodge Charger Daytona EVs. They still have much to prove. A Dodge spokesperson recently confirmed to me that those are slated to hit dealers in the fourth quarter of this year, though those are building anticipation for the new internal combustion Charger with a twin turbo Hurricane inline six, which, yeah, that's pretty much all Stellantis has. They put this in every one of their vehicles that isn't an EV. Yes, there's a huge cost advantage because, again, standardization, use one engine for a myriad of vehicles, but I can't help but be extremely disappointed because it's not a V8, it's not a stick shift, it's not a Hemi. There's no hemispheres up in that grill, so to say. Now, they say that, quote, the new internal combustion engine Charger with a twin turbo inline six. These models are originally planned to reach customers in late 2025, but a report from Mopar Insiders says production is being accelerated so they can meet the deadline of next summer for all 18 prospective clients. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was a multi-millionaire or a billionaire, I would buy one of these Chargers just on principle to do an engine swap so you can put a big old V8 with a stick shift in there. That'd be a fun YouTube project. I'm sure people would appreciate that, to kind of unbastardize the Charger, make the Charger great again, some might argue. Now, they say that, quote, the enthusiast blog cites unnamed sources, albeit with believable explanation. Dodge allegedly made the decision in response to customer demand for high-performance gas-powered vehicles. Because again, when the news first broke that they're going to bastardize the product line, they said, oh yeah, but we'll have a gas option. Well, they're going to first have the electric version hit the streets for all 18 prospective clients. Then they realized, wait a minute, everyone on the internet, all the prospective clients, all the previous clients who love Dodge, well, yeah, they want a gas engine. They want loud noises and fun. They want they want that. They want the roar. They don't want an EV. Now, there's a time and place for an EV. Don't get me wrong. Teslas can be cool every once in a while. Granted, I wouldn't want to own them because Teslas only have 2 wheels, also known as an automatic transmission, which, you know me, it's always going to be 3 pedals for life. So, not my preference. And then they say, the Derived reached out to the manufacturer for comment. Spokesperson said they have, quote, not made any announcements thus far. It's true that ICE muscle cars have become increasingly rare. And last year, Chevrolet had put the Camaro on pause indefinitely. How Mary Barra does the job is beyond me. She's the CEO of General Motors. They decided to kill the Camaro. The rumor is it's going to be an EV 2-door SUV for reasons. And I'll give GM credit. The stick shift last generation Camaro, great track toy. I've seen them at track a couple of times. They're a lot of fun. Now the only stick shift you can get from General Motors is the Cadillac CT4V Blackwing and CT5, which great fun vehicles, but also extremely expensive. You're talking 2 to 3 times more than the Camaro. So we'll see. They claim they'll have standard output of 420 horsepower, up to 550 horsepower. But yeah, we'll see. Again, a lot of people are saying, again, turbo's gonna be fun. I love my little Honda Civic Turbo, but it's also how Honda's been for a while. It's the inline-4 combustion engine. It's what customers expect. Kind of like how Mercedes is trying to have the AMG, trying to sell what used to be a handcrafted, beautiful V8 platform. They're trying to sell inline-4s. Spoiler alert, they're failing epically. So even though Dodge is accelerating the production of the gas version of the vehicle, yes, that will sell better than the EV. I believe that without a doubt. But even then, is it really a Dodge if it's not a Hemi? If it doesn't have a V8, would you really want this? I guess the caveat is you can't do an engine swap. Would you buy it? Even if they have their old program of if you have a Pulse, we'll give you credit. I'm still pretty skeptical, but let me know what your thoughts are, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.